selben Boot.
Why is a piece of bread Germany's most famous TV character? Let's take a look. Willkommen. My name is Sean Huggins, and this is React with Hugs. Let's hop straight into today's reaction.
It didn't seem like it was for adults, but it didn't seem like it was for kids either.
I'm thinking like, what am I watching and what was in my beer? I have no idea what I'm looking at.
We need to talk about Germany's most famous TV personality, Bernd das Brot.
Bernd das Brot. Bernd das Brot. I have never seen this this terrifying character. I've never heard of them. We're going to find out together all about them, hopefully. I'm curious. I'm already fascinated. Let's continue. Is this a kid's character?
Hallo, servus, and welcome back to my
looking.
YouTube channel. My name is Feli. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but I've been living here in Cincinnati, Ohio, on and off since 2016. In the last year, I've taken 2 groups of Americans on a trip to Germany, and both times I had people come up to me in the morning and ask about this weird German TV program.
A group of us went out one night to dinner, came back to the hotel after, turned on the TV, and there's this thing just kind of floating around the television.
Whoa.
He's wearing like an astronaut's outfit,
What?
floating in outer space,
Astronaut.
getting hit by the occasional asteroid or whatever, saying mist or shucks or whatnot. Seems like he's in pretty bad mood. After watching this easily for like 15 minutes, I'm thinking like, what am I watching and what was in my beer? I have no idea what I'm looking at.
My wife and I were thinking, okay, let's go ahead and turn on the TV and it'll be fun to just kind of check out a little bit of local, German TV and see what's going on. We start flipping through and immediately come across this puppet, this monstrous kind of ugly puppet takes us just a second, but we realize, he's an astronaut, right? But it did say Astrobrot on the
Astronaut, Astrobrot. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
uniform. So we kind of, all right, that's what we suspected. It is indeed a loaf of bread, but he's got the bags under the eyes and
Dude,
kind of
that is so
depressing,
scary.
deep voice.
Hallo.
And he's just mostly floating in space. We
What?
just became fascinated and confused, and we were, what is this? What's going on? And kind of most importantly to us was, who is this for? Because it didn't seem like it was for adults, but it didn't seem like it was for kids either.
And this topic even made it to
Okay.
social media recently when this creator called Chris, who's an American living in Germany, asked for explanations.
Can the people of Germany explain to me what this is? What is this block of bread?
Germany, where a talking bread is the height of comedy. Of course, Germany's most famous influencer is a piece of bread. Of course.
That
Has to
looks
be.
like it no longer wants to exist on this planet.
So in the name of the people of Germany, let's get to the bottom of this. What is
Okay.
this weird bread that
No
floats
idea.
across German TV screens at night? And why does everyone in Germany, whether you're a kid or an adult, know about him? To answer this, we have to go all the way back to the year
Is this like the German SpongeBob or something? I mean, I know SpongeBob exists in Germany, but I don't know. Is this like how SpongeBob is so ubiquitous in America? This is like Germany's original programming of SpongeBob, apart from actual SpongeBob. I don't know.
2000, when the German kids TV channel Kika, well, actually at the time it was called Kinderkanal, came up with the idea for a new TV character, and it was a loaf of bread with a face on it. And his
Okay.
name was Bernd das Brot. Bernd the bread. Together with Chili das Schaf, an adrenaline junkie
What?
sheep, and Riegel der Busch, a mad scientist bush who gets
Dude.
embarrassed easily, he starred in a show called
Wait.
Mad Scientist Bush who gets embarrassed easily.
Dude, this is awesome. A bush scientist that gets embarrassed easily and an adrenaline junkie sheep named Chili. Dude,
He starred
this
in a
is
show
awesome.
called Tolle Sachen, Great Things, with the subheading Die einzige Werbesendung in Kika. The only commercial show on Kika. For context, Kika is part of the
Okay.
public broadcasting system in Germany, which means that it doesn't show any commercials or do any type of product placement. Except for this one. But of course, they didn't actually advertise products on the show. They just took the setting of a teleshopping show to present all of Briegel's crazy inventions. Chili was supposed to be the host of the show, but she usually showed up late and got distracted.
Bro, they blew her up on TV
with all of her crazy stunts, while Bernd was the product tester who was supposed to demonstrate all of the products. Well,
What? Dude, this is so awesome. I need to watch an actual episode of this. The explanation right now on paper, this seems absolutely riveting television.
Technically,
like,
they
not
drew
even
a
kidding.
random name every episode, but it just so happened that it said Bernd every single time.
Unser heutiger Testkandidat heißt Bernd das Brot.
Now, what makes Bernd so unique is that he's very open about how much he hates being a part of the show.
Schön habt ihr's hier. Natürlich nicht. Ich will nach Hause. Ich bin dagegen. Und ich dachte schon, schlimmer kann es nicht.
Dude, this face is going to haunt my dreams. How his mouth actually moves and his voice, the face, the eyes, everything. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Werden. Falsch gedacht. Boxen deprimiert mich. Hui. Ich bin wirklich ein Glückspilz, was? Was auch immer es ist, macht es ohne mich. Da gefällt mir mal was und dann wird es von einem UFO weggebeamt. Mir gefällt nie wieder was.
And of course, his most famous tagline is
Mist.
which translates to something like crap or shoot. And when Briegel and Chili end the show with
Mist.
Also dann, liebe Zuschauer, bis zum nächsten Mal.
he responds with
Hoffentlich nicht.
I hope not. He also regularly runs into issues because his hands are directly attached to his body, well, his loaf. So he always says things like,
Außerdem habe ich viel zu kurze Arme. Meine Arme sind zu kurz, meine Arme sind zu kurz, meine Arme sind zu kurz. Ich habe zu kurze Arme.
Oh my god.
Habt ihr es jetzt verstanden?
It's Oktoberfest season, by the way. Oktoberfest Munich started yesterday when this video comes out. And for that occasion, we decided to do a 16-day Oktoberfest sale for 16 days of Oktoberfest on my shop, feelyfromgermany.com. That includes 16% off on beer mugs. These are the real authentic Bavarian beer mugs, 1 liter, but I also have half liters. This is what you'll get at Oktoberfest itself and in beer gardens. But the discount is also on bottle openers, coasters, Oktoberfest apparel, everything you can think of. So go check it out on feelyfromgermany.com and Prost! After Tolle Sachen, the trio also had a show called Chili TV, which was kind of like a reality TV show that showed
What?
Chili, Briegel, and Bernd in their
Oh my
personal
gosh,
life.
That is so creative and so awesome. Dude, that's sick.
The show also included a lot of parody episodes of Star Trek or Harry
I love
Potter,
that.
Western movies, or classic fairy tales.
Bro, I need the entire multiverse DVD box set of anything that happens in the freaking multiverse of this character. Like, I need all this stuff. This is so cool.
Then there was a sketch comedy show called Bravo Bernd, a whole movie series with parodies called Bernd Event, one show that was simply called Bernd das Brot, where Briegel, Chili, and Bernd moved into a house together.
What?
There was Bernd and Friends, featuring different German celebrities, a show called Bernd Channel, about him running his own YouTube channel, and then, of course, the most famous one, the nighttime loops. Now for this, it's important to know that the regular programming of Kika only runs from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Let me pause it there. Dude, this might this might become my favorite cinematic universe. Better than Middle-earth, better than Pirates of the Caribbean, better than Star Wars, better than Marvel, better than anything. This cinematic universe has so much potential. Dude, oh my god, I'm so hype about this. I can't believe I'm just finding out about this now. This is blowing my mind right
Up until
now.
2003,
This is so awesome.
it actually ended as early as 7 p.m. So at night, depending on whether you received the channel through satellite, cable, or digitally, you'd either just see a text screen like this until 6 a.m.
wow.
Or on cable, I remember when I was a kid, it would always switch to the French-German culture channel Arte. But at some point, they started showing these loops of Bernd das Brot all night.
So,
and they actually
dude, a freaking TV Screensaver. Dude.
We started to produce them specifically for this purpose.
Wow.
So over the years, there was one called Bernd in Hell. Hell means bright in German, but I would assume that this was also a wordplay with the English word hell, because in this one, he's stuck in this all-white studio, and every time he tries to leave, he just finds himself coming back in on the other side of the frame. Then there was one called Kika Lounge, one called Casting Shows, one with a call-in theme, one with a social media theme, one that was just called Nerds, one about history, one where he sings his own song. We'll talk more about that in a second.
What?
And the newest one is Brot from 2020, where he goes through astronaut training and for once actually kind of likes the idea because
Das ist doch vielleicht gar nicht so schlecht. Im All bin ich tatsächlich ganz weit weg. Und da oben ist es angeblich ganz schön ruhig.
then he just floats through space, has all kinds of interesting encounters, and eventually ends up on the ISS before he lands back in the studio.
Hat es dir im All gefallen?
Es war toll.
Ja.
Bis auf die Anreise, den Aufenthalt, die Abreise und die ganze Zeit dazwischen. Die war die Hölle.
Of course, throughout all of these shows, the general theme continues. Bernd hates everything the channel makes him do. Almost everything he says is full of sarcasm and cynicism, and all in all, he's pretty much the epitome of a grump. Maybe that's why he's so
Wow.
popular among Germans
He's like the German Oscar the Grouch.
and has long outgrown the role of being just a TV character for children and has become kind of a cultural treasure in Germany. We would say
Really?
he's reached cult status. Like he's an icon.
Dude, I'm down to join this cult. I'm all in. You've convinced me to say no more. Like I said, I'm buying DVD box set of everything in this entire cinematic universe. I'm catching up on everything, dating back as far as I can go. All the different shows, all the different movies, all the different everything. Everything that there is to offer. Dude, this is my guy now. This is my new ADHD hyperfocus fixation. This is my guy.
I mean, he's a depressed loaf of bread. That's literally the perfect representation of German culture. Because we're obviously known for
true.
our bread in Germany, and you can't deny that we're also pretty good at complaining and being pessimistic and grumpy. Plus, Bernd is a very stereotypical German name. So to answer Devin's question from
Bernd?
earlier about who the target audience is here, Bernd Brot was without a doubt created for kids
Everyone.
on a kids TV channel, but I would argue that the reason he became so famous and is so successful is mainly because of his appeal to adults with all of his snarky comments.
That's me.
Kind of similar to the show
I'm one of those.
SpongeBob SquarePants. And hey, he actually has a lot in common with Squidward. All right,
Dude, SpongeBob SquarePants. Just like I said earlier.
let's get
Nice.
back to Chris's video and see how the internet responded.
Can the people of Germany explain to me what this is? Because if you don't live in Germany, you are not going to understand what this is. And I clearly don't get it because I'm an American. What is this block of bread that looks like it no longer wants to exist on this planet? Like, I managed to go down a rabbit hole, and apparently German people at one point in time lived for this thing with pimples on his body. Like, it went as far as people were making memes.
Oh, that's what this guy's face is, bro. I've done so many videos on r/place on this channel, and I never knew what this guy was or who this was. And now I get it. It's this dude with the freaking Infinity Gauntlet on, or whatever it's called, from the superhero thing, the Thanos thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is next level pixel art right there. That's hilarious.
Here's an example where America has SpongeBob and Japan has Dragon Ball Z, and Germany said the best I can do is a depressed bread. There was even one point in time where the bread ended up in space. And I may not be understanding German humor, but like at one point in time, people were living for this depressed piece of bread. Like, it looks like it hasn't got sleep ever in its life. The more I look at the memes, the funnier it gets. But literally, what is that?
Some of these comments are absolutely hilarious. Someone saying, a depressed bread, an analogy to the German soul. Bernd das Brot was on television at night on the children's channel. So if you sleep while watching kids' TV, you wake up to a depressive bread that hates the world. It's wonderful. I love this. Bernd has never gotten a night's sleep. He's being tortured nightly on Kika. That's actually true. I never thought about that. He's German UNESCO Weltkulturerbe, like World Heritage. It's a depressed loaf of bread that yells at us to go to bed. That is something that he does too sometimes.
Schaltet ab, schaltet ab, schaltet ab. What?
Bernd das Brot.
Oh my god, that's the most terrifying thing ever. Imagine you wake up in the middle of the night, you're a little kid. Oh my god. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight and I'm a full-grown ass adult. But imagine you wake up in the middle of the night as a little kid and this is on your TV.
Schaltet ab.
Bernd das Brot is a national treasure.
Oh
That's
my
kind of what
gosh.
I said too. Bro, I was in a German hotel and left the TV on when I went to sleep and woke up at 2 in the morning to see this German treasure grace my screen wearing a spacesuit. That sounds exactly like what Greg and Devin experienced. In 2004, Bernd even won the Adolf Grimme Prize, which is kind of like the German Emmy, with the
Adolf
explanation
Grimme.
that he represents, quote, das Recht auf schlechte Laune, the right to being in a bad mood, and that he acts as a counterpart to, quote, dem gute Laune-Terror, der unaufhörlich aus dem Fernseher dröhnt und quillt, which translates to something like the reign of good mood that endlessly drones out of the television. The news outlet Deutsche Welle, DW, commented that most likely the jury realized just how subversive Bernd das Brot's attitude is when many human beings these days are willing to do almost anything to achieve fame and fortune on TV. I also love how the German
Fair.
Wikipedia article notes that Tommy Krabweis, the creator of Bernd das Brot, accepted the award on Bernd's behalf because Bernd wasn't interested.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Love that. That makes me love the creator even more.
As I mentioned earlier, Bernd also became a musician at some point, and
What?
his song Tanz das Brot, Dance the Bread, even comes with its own dance. And I personally believe that if this was published
Oh my
today,
gosh, what?
this would totally become a viral TikTok dance.
Bro, for sure this would go viral on TikTok. Maybe we make it viral.
Tanzt das Brot. Wir sitzen doch alle im selben Boot. Die Arme zu kurz, das Lied beknackt.
Dude, this is
Ein Elend
amazing.
im Viervierteltakt.
Bernd has so much power in Germany that in 2009, a 2-meter tall statue of him was kidnapped by a group of activists that had been occupying an abandoned factory in
Activists?
Erfurt, the same city where the TV channel Kika has its headquarters. The factory used to belong to the company Topf und Söhne, which during World War II manufactured ovens and gas chamber ventilation systems for Auschwitz in that very building. So due to its historical
Yep,
and
makes
educational
sense.
value, the activists wanted to prevent the building from being demolished or repurposed and used Bernd das Brot to gain more attention. Well, allegedly, because they never actually admitted to being responsible for the kidnapping. But no need to worry, the statue was found a few weeks later and it is now back up in front of Erfurt's City Hall. So Bernd truly has been through a lot over the
Wow.
years. By the way, in case you were wondering why he's so depressed, in an early episode of Tolle Sachen, he actually hinted at the fact that a broken heart might be the root of it all.
Vor langer Zeit habe ich mich in ein wunderschönes, schlankes Baguette verliebt. Sie war so unglaublich charmant und witzig.
Oh my god.
Aber leider war es vergeblich. Sie hatte nur Augen für dieses dahergelaufene Meerkornbrot mit seinen 10 Getreidesorten. Es war so deprimierend.
Wow. Been there too, buddy. I've been there. I feel your pain, bro.
American author Jeremy Wasser wrote in the German news outlet Spiegel Online, "Oh, I was starting to get it. Bernd epitomized the fundamental pessimism felt by many, if not most, Germans about, well, almost everything. It's a pessimism my German friends acknowledge and to some extent revel in. I won't say enjoy, though I'm not too sure about this. As an American, my relentless optimism about everything disturbs and distresses my circle of German friends, although they're usually too polite to say so. That Germans would take to a character like Bernd and be willing to engage in this form of self-analysis and self-mockery should, in my view, be commended. That the people of the land of Goethe and Schiller would choose as their guide in this spiritual exploration a clinically depressed loaf of bread is perhaps just another improbable element of the German zeitgeist. And I think that was true then and still is today, almost 20 years later.
20
Here's
years!
to the ultimate German hero, Bernd das Brot.
Mist.
My first standing ovation for a video. Dude, I'm all in. I am so invested in this new cinematic universe that I have discovered. The universe of depressed bread. I'm all in. I'm trying to do a deep dive. I'm trying to get everything that I can on Bernd, and I got 20 years of content to catch up on, and I am very excited about that. I'm ready to do a deep dive, actually. But, as always, I'm curious what you guys, the experts, have to say. What do you think of Bernd das Brot? Is he a cultural legend like they say in the video? Do you have any specific favorite memories or clips or memes from Bernd das Brot? If you do, let me know. Leave your mustard down in the comments section below. And when you're done there, check out madewithhugs.com for merch and more content. At any rate, though, that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.